What's up, I'm Ninjas, it's your boy Goku, and I'm coming out with a hot video about Dragon Ball Super 47. I mean, you guys already know what I'm talking about. It's Dragon Ball Super 47, everybody watched it. I thought this review of Dragon Ball was really good. There's a lot of hype about this review, and a lot of people are saying it's a really good episode. And honestly, as someone who has ambiguous viewpoints on Dragon Ball Super, I've got to say I liked it. I thought it was a good episode. I've got to say I like most of the episode. It's an interesting episode. We saw a lot of the characters. I thought the art was really good. But let's get into the meat instead, okay, guys? Black Goku. We gotta talk about Black Goku. Who is Black Goku? And then why is he in the future? How are they gonna kill him? Okay, check this out. Here's the thing. Most people are saying it's Black Goku, and Black Goku is gonna be the main villain, which I think would be a really great villain because, I mean, the reason I think Goku beats most of his villains is because, he brings that extra quality of being a Saiyan that none of them can, back down. But so like a Black Goku, it's like kind of, he has to battle himself, it's so interesting. But, I mean, a lot of people saying, and myself, I absolutely agree with this, that's not Goku. That's Goten. That's what a lot of people are saying. Goten's never been in the spotlight, which is for one. Two, they look similar, but this evil Goku, he definitely looks different. It does not quite look the same. Also, and this is a big one, Goten, this episode, he was being kind of, I mean, you saw the conflict in him as a kid, right, with his mother, Chi-Chi, and how she was, dictating his life pretty much, and clearly didn't like that. He wants to play with his dad, he wants to fight and train with his dad, it's like a Saiyan, and so his mom's kind of controlling him, and I mean, that's always been a concept of Dragon Ball, right, and that was with Gohan too. And that was being played with Goten and all, but it's never actually, nothing big was ever happened with it, right? But I think that's where Dragon Ball Super is going with. Other big reasons is because in this episode we saw who I think Mai's the same favorite. I gotta say, I was so happy to see Mai. I love that character. I think she looks great. Her physical appearance is amazing. I think her character's funny. I think what they're doing with Mai is great. I'm glad they're like really pushing her. Because I think fan reception, I think fans like her too. But here's the thing, so it's like, we saw Trunks, Mai, some Kak or whatever, and then Goku, supposedly, which is, I guarantee you guys this, go ahead. And I mean, that's the pod we saw at the beginning, and with the cat too, but again, like, whatever, they're doing their hard, they're trying their hardest, guys. Another thing about this episode that really stood out to me, and I think a lot of people, is how like dark it was overall. I mean, it was really crude. Like, I mean, Bulma died pretty much for nothing, right? And then supposedly Mai died for pretty much, again, nothing. And the cat and the one can of tuna for the two of them, and then the cat had some cat food, I guess. So I mean, overall, this is a really dark episode. Plus, it kind of really went against the opening thing. I mean, I was laughing. If you guys remember, when at the beginning, when it's like Bulma dies and then they like switch over to the opening and everyone's like laughing, and it's like, what? It's like, what? I thought that's funny, at least. I don't know if that was like, I don't know if is this whole arc gonna be that dark, or was it just that episode? But going to I don't think Mai's dead. Most people have been saying this, but it's just the truth, guys. I really don't think Mai's dead, because look, they've been pushing this character so much. This whole, I mean, with season, I mean, this episode big. Also, if you look at all the trailers and stuff, all the promotional stuff, they've really been pushing her. The second reason is because I strongly believe that's Goten, right? And Goten still has feelings for his childhood friends or whatever, and so he's not going to kill her. Maybe, and I really like to see it actually, her go to the current timeline, because her character's really cool, and I think she offers a lot. I mean, I think a lot of the people really like the characterization in Dragon Ball, and not necessarily the fight. I mean, the fight's good too. The show's really about fighting, but I mean, the personal relationships, I think, in Dragon Ball are really underrated, and I mean, we see that with the generations, and I mean, Mai bringing that is big. Plus, it's a good way to introduce this is Goten, and if it's not Goten, if it is Goku, if it's an evil Goku from an alternate timeline, because Goku was initially supposed to be evil, right? I mean, or his canonically is supposed to be evil. He wasn't. If he's being controlled by someone in the shadows, because I've seen a lot of theories on that too. Again, like, I think for me that is a whatever case. It's like, okay, not a big deal, because that's just how it is. There's nothing we can really do. It's more about whoever he's being controlled by. But if he actually is a character with his own evil ambition, Or maybe he had conflicting feelings about being evil, and then someone persuaded him, and that's what the earring is. Because I mean, everyone's seen the earring, right? That would be interesting too. And for those reasons, I really do not. I mean, it could be Goku for those reasons. For those reasons, I really still think it's Goten. Where did he come from, and why is Trunks so much weaker compared to my other questions? Because like, I mean, I don't see Goten becoming that strong. You know, I mean, I can see how because he died or his parents died or something. You know, he wasn't restricted by, you know. All right, I guess if the androids were killed, right, or the androids were stopped, that timeline was prevented. Trunks goes back in the future and everything is normal, right? And he lives for a while, everything's normal, and then something went wrong, and then you know, and then now he dies 17 years later or whatever. Whatever the case is, if it's Goten, if it's Goku, you know, we'll find out by the end of the chapter. I really still think it's Goten, and I think it's more interesting. Same reason I think Mai is not dead. I think Goten saved Mai for that reason, and I think that we're going to use a way to find out that it's Goten later. Although that wouldn't be that big of a reveal, and so maybe there is someone else behind the scenes. That would be kind of a big reveal. Whatever the case is, everybody's hyped about this episode. Everybody's hyped about this season, and I am too. I think it's going to be amazing season. I'm going to watch. You guys already know. I'm going to watch every episode of this right when it comes out, and I'm not going to do any live reactions on it because I think live reactions are just like the dumbest thing. I just think they're stupid. I don't like them. But I'm definitely doing some sick reviews. So anyway, guys, this is Goku, and I'm gonna get out of here because, you know, I just killed the review, and amazing review, an amazing episode of Dragon Ball. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.